Good morning, comic fans. You're with the Comic Pusher at the Comics Club, Tampa and Brandon's favorite comic and gaming store. Hey, it is the third of 5 new comic book days this month. What a great December. We have Christmas. We have Christmas Eve. We have New Year's. We have New Year's Eve. Steve Fisher, good to see you this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. It's just a wonderful month. You know, this time of the year, this season, we have our big sale going on, the Now to New Year's sale, and everybody's happy because they're getting really great stuff and really great deals at really great prices. So everybody's happy. The Comics Club and most comic shops are happy places to go to. And a lot of times, little shops like ours are mom and pop shops, and we have handmade stuff that we make ourselves. And Dolly every year makes these little, what she calls nerdy Noels. They're little Christmas trees that you hang up on as ornament. But she does all this pop culture fabric. She's got the Mandalorian. We got Superman. She makes these herself by hand, guys. She cuts out the fabric. She sews it all together. And here, look, superheroes for everybody. Got the Joker on there and Harley Quinn on the other side. These are fun. Some of our customers have made a tradition of getting one of Dolly's nerdy Noels. They're only $4 a piece. That's fun. And out in Plant City where Grandma's elves, Dolly and her mom and all the elves out there in Plant City, they have been assembling these fun pins. They're writing pins, but there's Christmas ones, snowmen, and they're also just $4 a piece. But they're fun, and guys, it's not just Christmas stuff. It's also superheroes. Yeah, Captain America, Thor's hammer, and Spider-Man. So lots of great fun holidays. These make great stocking stuffers. Absolutely fabulous stocking stuffers. They don't cost a lot. They're hand assembled. These are hand assembled, and these are handmade. The only thing she didn't make herself was the fabric, but she did pick it out and find it. She found all kinds of pop culture fabric. So she's been diligently working on those for this holiday season, and these out at Grandma's workshop out in Plant City. So great stocking stuffers, guys, and all here. Also, we have our Now to New Year sale going on. The handmade stuff is not on sale. However, we do have that sale going on. You should take advantage of it if you're in the area, if you're local. Take advantage of it. We have a great stack of comic books this week. We are pushing, let's see here, about 12 inches. Good, nice stack. If you notice over the time, if you've been watching this for a long time, the stacks of new Comic Book Day comics at the Comics Club tend to fluctuate between about 8 and 15 inches. We've had a little bit more at times, a little bit less at times, but mostly they're in that range somewhere every week. And it depends. Sometimes later in the week, there's less comic books that come out the last week of the month. Often, especially on the 5th week, there's often not a whole lot that comes out. However, we will have comic books Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. We'll be closed New Year's Day and Christmas Day. So got that. Everybody got that? Mr. Happy, you got that? Mr. Happy wants to join in, but not yet. We're not ready for you yet. I got a lot of fun stuff to show you and a lot of stuff to get through. So let me show you right now. We have this new trade-in, Spider-Man, Black Suit and Blood, which collects that whole miniseries together, I believe. Collecting Spider-Man, Black Suit and Blood, number 1 through 4, right there. Plus, we got a reset. There's been a lot of demand recently for these books. We're trying to get them back in stock as fast as we can. The distributor had been out of them, and they're trying to get them back in stock as fast as they can. But Absolute Batman, the first story arc trade paperback, is back in stock, and it is on sale during our sale. Buy one, get one, half price on our trade paperbacks and graphic novels. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, one of the hottest properties on earth right now because of the movie coming out. Right now we're seeing the trailers hitting, and everybody's interested in this. Right now there's one of these 9.8 on eBay. I'm very interested to see the results. It's already over $200. It's supposed to be ending soon, so I'm very interested to see how that one ends up, because we have one here in the store. And all of, on top of this one moving up and being so hot, and we do have the hardcover version of it, by the way, which is also part of the sale. All the Absolutes, especially Absolute Batman, have been taken off. It wasn't just a few weeks ago that I had a 9.8 in here, and I sold it for $175. Do you know 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, going for almost $400? It's actually been recorded sale at $400. Right now, I think the people are getting like a $380, $360 for a 9.8. Pretty much double, more than double what I had sold it for just a few weeks ago. So yeah, you get great deals here at the Comics Club, and yeah, sometimes we miss it just that much. So what do we got? What do we got here for variant covers? We got a lot of fun stuff here this week. We got, magazine size comic books, regular size comic books, a lot of great variants. And speaking of variants, we've got a lot of variants, especially with the Harley Quinn crossover with Elvira. Tons of variants for that. So Harley Quinn and Elvira number 3. This is a 1 in 10 variant. I also have this. Also, I forgot to write down the artist's name again. Rats. But what a cool cover. I'm loving that. Got Power Girl grabbing them both. And that's also a 1 in 10. This one is by Harden. And that's a 1 in 15. One of my very favorite artists ever. Linsner. Michael Linsner. This is the black and white line art. His sketch work for it, basically. And we have the color version of that and the Virgin. This is a 1 in 15. The other one was 1 in 15. The other one was a 1 in 10. Moving on to Disney's Gargoyles, Demona. We got issue number 5. This is a 1 in 10 variant. Some great line art there. This next one, Vampirella. I mean, the artwork for every cover is just insanely awesome. So I don't know. They just are awesome. Each one of them is just. I'm loving the artwork on them. She's coming out of the grave in this Virgin variant, and that one is by Selena and what do we got here? Yeah, Selena, and that one is a 1 in 15. And then this one, which is by got a couple of those by. Chet Zudis. I guess this is a 1 in 10. What an amazing cover that is. We have Chew, a 1 in 15. Parejo, one of our very favorites. And there's 2 versions of this. This one has the that extra tone of color added to it. And this was the one that has just the regular. But this is a 1 in 20. And this is a 1 in 10. So it's going to be much more rare than this one, obviously. Twice as rare. Supernatural, if you've been a fan of Supernatural TV show and now the series, it's number 3 hitting the stands. This is a 1 in 7 variant, black and white. Barbaric, the Long Death, number 1. This is a 1 in 10 variant cover. What a great piece of art that is. That's wild. The eyeball popping out of its mouth. Like he spit that part out. He didn't care for that last one, so he spit the other one out. Avengers number 33, a 1 in 25. We got Kang on the cover, along with the Scarlet Witch and a few other heroes in the background. Amazing Spider-Man Torn, issue number 3, a 1 in 25. What are they looking at? What are they all seeing that's got them so? Look at Gwen Stacy there. Looks like her anyway. And there's a Spider-Man. So there's the variant covers that we have for you this week. And there is another kind of variant cover that's coming out today. And it's going to be great fun because we've had another one of these in the past and everybody went gaga for them. But, you never know. Sometimes things don't go over as well. But we think this one's pretty solid. Mark Spears Monsters Winter Horrorland R.I.P. Blind Bag. This is issue number 8 of Mark Spears Monsters. But they've done it as a blind bag. They retail at $5.99 a piece. We did open up some of for ourselves, but not really for ourselves, in order for you to see what's in there and for you to be able to buy some of them sight seen rather than sight unseen. This blind. Would you buy a comic book blind from this man? Will I get the good ones? The thing is, there's a rarity here. You know what? Let's open one up. Why not? Let's just open one up right here on the show and see what we get. Okay? This one is completely sealed, top to bottom. All right? Let's see what we get. Here it comes. An unbagging of a blind bag. Mark Spears, number 8. Mystery bag. What's in here? Will we get a foil? Will we get a rare? Will we get a common? Even the commons are only 1 in 34, I guess. This one feels like it's stuck in there. Come on, come out of there. What do we got? What do we got? We have this one. So this is not a foil. This is a common one. You might say it's actually still 1 in 34. And on the back, they show the complete set of them on here and the rarity of them. So this is which one is this one? This is the Santa Claus here. So A12. This is number A12, cover A12, and it has a rarity of 1 in 34. Okay, so there's also so A1 through A30, 1 in 34. A31 through A60 is 1 in 300. A61 through A77 is 166, 1 in 666, 1 in 666. And A78 through A82 is a 1 in 14,400. Plus, on top of that, there's some that you could, there's only like 20 some made entirely. Plus, there's this other thing right here. You look real close. It's talking about this golden ticket. There's 25 golden tickets have been inserted inside random blind bag comic books. Find one to redeem a terrifying treat. I don't know what the treat is. Good morning, Juggernaut. I don't know what you might get, but there's a chance to get an ultra rare comic book. I know somebody got one of the 1 in 25s and has posted it. I think they're asking well over $1,000. I'm not quite certain, but it's only 1 in 25. So of course, so that's the one we pulled out of our bag here to show you today. However, that's not the only one we opened. We opened some more, and if you don't want to get any spoilers, you don't have to watch. But there's tons of these. There's how many of them? 60 some, I think they said. 75, 80, 82, not counting the ultra rare ones. 82. Okay. Covers. So these are some of the ones we got. This is common. This is A19. Here's A20. A29. You notice these are all not foils. A26. That's a fun one. This is A1, cover A1. And this is A2. Santa with the hatchet there. Now this is A17, also not a foil. A18, also not a foil. Okay, how many is that so far? We got about 10 so far and no foils. Then we had some that were foils, and these are them. Let's see if it doesn't really matter what order they're in, but this is A21. Wait, no. This is also not a foil. I'm sorry. A21, not a foil. And now we get into the foil. So A21 was not a foil. Now we get into the foils. And this is A54. Some sort of horrible mummy creature. And A34, another kind of horrible creature. A35, Dungeons and Dragons homage. Foil. A33, also foil. Some sort of horrible monster spider creature. And finally, the ones we got, A32, Santa at the, you saw this in the not foil, in the more common cover, non-foil cover. So I know those were hard to see, guys. Sorry about that, but those are the ones that we got. We did open up for the intention of selling them. And also, if you open up one here at the store and you want to trade, I might trade with you. Depends on the condition of your book and which one you want to trade. So we might do some trading. And certainly these will be available for sale. So we have those today, and we have the other variants that I showed you. And so now, what are we getting into here? What else we got? What's we're doing for time? We're really running a little late. So let me jump into the indies right here and show you the oversized books we got in. Conan, Reforged, number 2. And this cover for that. And also the foil cover of that one, I thought looked really good. And this is a special foil. These things already, sell for $10 a piece, but this special foil one is $20 book. Really, I love the art on there. It's just really great art. And the foil actually, sometimes foil covers don't really enhance it, but this one I think does a great job. bringing it to life. It really looks great. Also, we have Endeavor. This is from Distillery. It's oversized comic, issue number 2. And we have, these are oversized. I'm showing you the oversizes first. So we also have Batman. This is Second Night, book number 2. This got a lot of acclaim for a really good story. First Night did too. Okay, so there's that. We're going to do indies here. Let me move these out of the way real quick, so we have some space for our indie offerings here. Okay, 30 Days of Night, Falling Sun, issue number 2. If you are a vampire fan, this is a great story. 30 Days of Night, taking place in Barrow, Alaska, I believe. Star Trek, The Last Frontier, issue number 3. Kirk doesn't look all too happy being surrounded by Klingons. The Klingons in the original series did not look like that. Some sort of genetic accident, apparently. Anybody know the whole story? Fill us in. So, briefly. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Journeys, issue number 4. Starship Godzilla. This is a starship in the shape of Godzilla. Oh my goodness. Racer X, issue number 4. This is actually a wraparound, I believe. No, it's not a wraparound, just a cool cover on the back. Okay, got here Peter Cannon Thunderbolt, issue number 2. Alex Ross art there, and he's pulling the Nightwing there. He's falling backwards out of a window of a building, off of a building. Nightwing. That's Nightwing's action. He should patent it. Nobody can fall off a building backwards except Nightwing. As you can see, that was Rebel Moon Nemesis, issue number 4. Ghost Pepper, up to issue number 6, if you're a Ghost Pepper fan. And Supernatural, I showed you earlier the variant cover for that. We have a lot of other covers for this as well. A lot of other covers. I think this one wins this week's prize for the most variant covers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the photo cover there. 5 different covers there for you. For you Supernatural fans. Thundercats, number 1. This is Thundercats Holiday Special 2025. They're all trying to put together a Christmas tree there and look like they're failing miserably. Space Ghost from Coast to Coast, number 6. We also have Salmon Twitch, issue number 20. And we get a little sneak peek of what's happening next issue, too. So that's coming up there. Good morning. Good morning. Liquidator. This is issue number 2 of Liquidator. We've had a lot of horror this month involving Santa Claus. We've got another one. Startling Tales of Santa Claus 2025 Annual from Image Comics. They also put out one called I Saw Santa. And Santa is a murderer in one of the stories in there, I believe. Pretty wild stuff. Ancestral Recall, number 5. But horror dominates the indie world. Superheroes dominate the mainstream world of Marvel and DC. But when you're an indie company, you're going to do better with horror every time, and that's what they've been doing. There's a lot of successful, superhero stuff by indies, like Youngblood, number 2 of the new series by Rob Liefeld. And Walking Dead. Big success. Great stuff. This is the deluxe version where all of it is in color. Get your zombies in color, kids. We have the Dreadnought War going on in G.I. Joe, and this is issue number 16 of G.I. Joe. And the Dreadnought War. You can see we've got a Transformer going on there. Vampirella, I showed you the variants of that earlier. I'm going to save my favorites. Well, there's really all favorites here. I mean, just fantastic artwork. Linsner. Parejo. Great artwork. You know, it is the artwork that drew me back into comics, but it was the stories that that made me stay again. Blade Runner, Black Lotus. This is issue, where are we at here? Issue number 3. If you're a Blade Runner fan, rejoice. We got Gladiators and Christmas going here. Why not? You know, did they put up wreaths as they killed the Christians with the lions? You know, did they have wreaths like that? That would be hilarious. I don't think they did. Barbaric. This is the Long Death issue number 1. Looks like a fun issue. Conan, speaking of barbarians, Conan the Barbarian, issue number 27. All those arrows missing him. You know, the bullets always just miss. The arrows just miss. They should try throwing rocks. It might be more successful. Dynamite, Blood Red, issue number 3. We have another gladiator fight going here. I don't know. Almost looked like that. Catacomb of Torment. This is where are they hiding the issue number 6. Cul-de-sac. Fantastic art on cul-de-sac covers. Oh my gosh, loving that guy's art. From Bad Idea Comics. Dick Tracy from Mad Cave is up to issue number 14. And we also get this character on the back cover. Who is that guy? Anybody know who this character is from Dick Tracy? Let me know. Gargoyles, Demona, number 5. So another blind bag came in, and we didn't buy many of these. There was more than one blind bag this week. There was another one too. We also didn't buy many of those. These are $20 a piece. They contain 3 Dynamite variants. Don't know what you get, but we only have one up for sale at this point. So if you're into Lion King and you're into a mystery blind bag, they're $20 a pop. I got one left. A couple other people pre-ordered it. We didn't even really know about those until the last minute, but you know, because of the price point, instead of just being $5 or $6, you know, they're $20. So we couldn't really go hog wild on them for everybody. And if you wanted one and didn't get one, let us know. We might be able to get one for you still. I don't know if they've sold out yet or not. So High Strangeness. This is book 3, 1983. High Strangeness. And we have that wonderful piece of art on the back cover. World Tree, issue number 17. New one, Tether. It's a 4-part series. Parental guidance for the new Tether series. And last but not least, King Spawn, issue number 51. What's going on? Is he throwing up bugs? Oh. Well, he is a spawn of hell, so I mean, you know, maybe he had a bad reaction to something he ate there, like a bug hive or something. I don't know what he ate there. Okay, so let's look at DC. What do we got for DC here? What are we doing for time? Oh, we've got to move through this stuff fast because we still have Marvel to go. All that other stuff took a little bit more time than I expected. This is why I need a little bit more time for the show. We might move it up 15 minutes starting the new year. I don't know. Maybe a half hour. We'll see. We're working on what can be done. Titans, number 30. You know, we have the KO thing going on. So a lot of heroes and villains battling each other in the DC world. You had Swamp Thing and Cyborg. And this one we have Zatanna and Harley Quinn going at it. This is a facsimile edition of Sensation Comics and a foily version of it. I think I have a regular one somewhere. The regular cover, which is hiding also underneath here. You know what's cool about the comic books back then? They also tried to be educational for kids. So you got more than just comics. Sometimes you got a whole-blown novel, story. A short story, not a novel, but actual prose. And sometimes you would get other stuff here. You know, several comic stories in one issue. I think it was toward the back that. Oh, look it! It's shoot your eye out, kid. Those Daisy air rifles. But there was I should have bookmarked it. A thing in here that talks about, it's like a little educational thing. Here, this one talks about Native Americans and their agreement to fly the American flag on some of their lands. That was interesting. Bit of history that you might not have otherwise gotten, And so they tried to give kids a little bit of more than just comic book stories, a little bit of education as well, something that they may have only learned in school. And that wasn't the only one. There's more of them in there. I should have bookmarked them. I just didn't get around to it this morning. This should have been in the indies pile. Technically, it's an indie and DC at the same time because it's a crossover with Elvira and Harley Quinn. And we're up to issue number 3 for that. You saw the variants for it. Great fun stuff. Superman, the Kryptonite Spectrum. What a crazy story this has been. This is issue number 5, and I think this is wrapping it up. I think it's a 5-part series. But what a crazy, crazy story it's been, and what a crazy way to wrap it up. I don't want to spoil it for you. But you get this bit of art on the back cover. I'm just going to show you briefly. Okay, so because believe it or not, that was a spoiler there. So, okay, Superman Unlimited here. We got issue number 8. And I love that cover. I don't know who the artist is. I'm familiar with them, but I can't think of the name. But what a great piece of art there. I had to snag one of those for my stack this week. We have more. We have Wonder Woman coming at you here. I hear voices. I think Dolly and my granddaughter have shown up. Wonder Woman number 28. Look at that one. That's great artwork. Hello there. Hi, baby. So there's those. We have Catwoman issue number 82. Catwoman number 82. What, sweetheart? Okay, I'm looking. I'm on TV. I'm having a TV show right now. Okay, because Papa always talks every week on his TV show, honey. So my granddaughter's right here. I'm not going to put her on the show. World's Finest. This is World's Finest number 46. All of you know Scarlett. You see her at the store all the time. She's here with us today. New comic book day. You're here to help Bunny, huh? Yeah. That's Dolly. She's funny. Okay, you can go help her, right? Okay, Papa will be done. You can help me. Okay, well, you should help Bunny. This is Flash. That's the Absolute Flash, issue number 10. Okay, we're halfway through the second story arc, and we got a Nightwing here. Got that Nightwing. So there's Marvel for you. The Independents. We have. I'm seeing DC for you. We have knocked out the Independents in DC. You want to help Papa? Okay, you can help Papa best by helping Bunny. Nope. Nope. Don't take that one off the stack. Thank you so much, sweetheart. But thank you for offering to help Papa. That's great. You're the best. Here, you know what? Here, take these pens to Bunny. Here, she needs those. Thank you. You're the best. All right. Okay, Civil War, issue number 5, facsimile edition. Plus, it has a wonderful foil version. So, this is what happens at mom and pop shops. You have your kids grow up in the shop, and it's a wonderful thing, really. Captain America, don't fall over. Captain America and Aliens going at it. Issue number 2, Alien versus Captain America. We want you. Love that poster. Look at that Army poster, recruitment poster. Amazing Spider-Man Torn is up to issue number 3. Running a little bit late here, guys. Number 3. Also got Avengers number 33. And sometimes people are getting confused by what they see on the covers. No, he's not on the inside. He's not part of the story, although it would be fun if he was. It's just the origin of Stitch, but it's not really in there. Okay. What the heck is that? All kinds of strangeness going on in the comic books these days. Okay, we have Black Cat, and my favorite is the last one. Great cover. Great cover. Even greater cover. I'm loving that. Is that Adam Hughes, I believe? Black Panther Intergalactic issue number 1. New series there. It's a Panther in space. There's the gratuitous butt view of Black Panther for all of you out there who need that. Daredevil and Punisher number 2. This is a great cover. Him splitting logs. What is that? Nullified cover. I'm missing with a bullet right that close. Only Daredevil would cause that. Look at that. Still missing. The Last Wolverine. It's also part of that Age of Revelation tie-in thing. The massive story that's going on, kind of like DC's crossover they're doing with KO. This is Marvel's Age of Revelation. This is Last Wolverine number 3. Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu, issue number 15, and I think they're launching a new Moon Knight very soon. This one's coming to an end, I think. I've got my stories straight. He's not looking healthy there. Omega Kids, what a sad and tragic, terrible group of people they are. Number 3, Rivals Ignite. This is issue number 1. I don't know if this might be a one-shot or not. I don't know. But if you're a Rivals fan, that's a Peach Momoko cover. Planet She-Hulk, once again, the cover does not represent what's inside. It's a great, cool cover of Stitch, but he doesn't appear on the inside. Planet She-Hulk, number 2. Nullified. Radioactive Spider-Man, right off the bat with a homage cover. I got this original issue on the wall right now of the homage for this. Anybody know what it was? Anybody? What is the original issue that showed that kind of feature there? Tell us down below. Be sure to comment down below to get into our monthly drawing, which we'll do the first episode every month. Rogue Storm, part of the Age of Revelation crossover stuff for everybody. Okay, X-Men, Age of Revelation. This is Rogue Storm, issue number. What the heck issue number are we up to here? It'd be nice if they actually gave us that. Well, issue number 3. I'm just blind. Okay, and Strange Tales, issue number 3. Well, that's very cute. Star Wars Jedi Knights, issue number 10. We have the Mortal Thor, which basically is just Thor now. There he is, nullified. King Thor. Looks like Odin to me, but he's got the hammer on his hip. Oh, Stitch. Appearing on a cover. Who knew? X-Men Book of Revelations is up to issue number 3. It's also part of the Age of Revelation story arc going on. And last but not least, it's Battle World number 4. All right, there we have it, kids. Mr. Happy would like to chime in now and tell you that the secret word for this week is blind. Blind, like blind bags, like we have had a ton of them recently. But the Mark Spears ones by far have been the best. The Turtles ones were fun last week, but we sold out of those fast. So blind is your secret word. If you know the secret word, it's good for 15% off any single item in the store. Limit 1 per person per day. If you're a Discount Club member or subscriber, you get an extra 5%. So 20% off any single item. Some restrictions apply. So thank you, Mr. Happy. We'll see you next week, which will be the Christmas Eve show. We'll be doing it on Christmas Eve at 10 a.m. Or no, not 10 a.m. Probably still 11 a.m. But that might change in the new year. I'll let you know by the last episode, which will be on New Year's Eve. We'll be spending Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve together, guys. I hope you can make it. It'll be a lot of fun. I'll try to make it as special as possible, at least for me. You'll all have to just suffer through it. Thank you for joining us again. And remember, read. It brings out the hero in you.